I've never been to the Emirates, I don't know. Yeah, but here it's 55 stories high, and it will host mainly a bank. It's called Bank of Africa. It has investments all over Europe and Morocco and of course other African countries. And what I particularly like about Rabat is this building in white to your right hand side. It looks like a whale coming out of the river. It's the Opera House of Rabat, designed by Zaha Hadid, a British Iraqi architect. She passed away a few years ago, and this is one of her last masterpieces. The cost of this one is about 150 million euros. So we'd like to show you this really interesting part of Rabat, where we can drive right next to the river and where we can see the old city that we call Medina. The Medina of Rabat, it has walls that date back to the 12th century, as I mentioned, but the oldest home dates back to 1609, to the 17th century. So this is the famous river of Bou Regreg, coming all the way from the Middle Atlas Mountains. Famous also for that marina that you can see to your right hand side with yachts. That's of course the upper middle class families of Rabat can afford. It's easy to sail using the river water and reach the Atlantic. And by the way, we will show you later the spot where the river meets the Atlantic. It's a beautiful spot that is pretty much like a postcard. So that is the old city of Rabat to your left hand side. And then you have these boats that belong to fishermen, and sometimes they would also serve as water taxis that give you a ride to the other side of the river, or that can take you for a 10-15 minute tour of the river. So the Medina and the Kasbah, where we are going, Kasbah means fortress, are both classified UNESCO World Heritage starting from 2012. You have also nice restaurants and coffee houses here to your right hand side. They become really crowded on Saturday and Sunday. So, do you have fortresses in Pakistan? How do you call them? What's the word for fortress? Qala. Oh, like Arabic, qala. We have also qala, yes. So what do you speak in Pakistan? You call it Pakistani or Urdu? Urdu. Urdu. Urdu and Punjabi. But you have other languages. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Okay, are you ready to go for a nice walk through the fortress? It's no longer a fortress, it's no longer used for defensive purposes, it's a residential area. Beautiful, and there is this beautiful spot where the river meets the ocean. Ready to go?